Hey, today I got another fun camera for you, the Minolta P's, introduced in 1991. Not gonna lie, it's a little weird. First of all, this camera only shoots in wide panoramic aspect ratio, but unlike the fancy Hasselblad XPan or even the unfancy lithography sprocket rocket, it doesn't expose more than a standard 35mm full frame to get this effect. It actually exposes less. You see, there's a little mask that basically chops off the top and bottom of your frame, making it look like a panoramic shot. Okay, the other weird thing is the DX code reader. No matter what film you use in this camera, it will be read as either ISO 100 or ISO 400, and that's it. So if your film does not have a DX code, it will read as ISO 100, and that's pretty standard, pretty normal. If your film has a code lower than 400, it will read as 100 speed. So if you're shooting Kodak Gold 200, for example, it will read as 100. Pretty weird, right? Now, if your film has a DX code of 400 or higher, it will just read as 400. So if you're shooting a roll of Ilford Delta 3200, for example, it will read as 400. The rest of the specs are relatively normal. Got a built-in flash, self-timer button, shutter speeds from 1/4 to 1/200th of a second, and a 24mm wide-angle f4.5 lens. It's powered by one CR123 battery, and the quartz date back takes a CR2025. So what do the images look like? Well, I'm going to share with you now some highlights of a roll of HP5 I shot with the Minolta P's here in Ohio, and a roll of Kodak Gold 200 I shot down in Texas. Stick around after the images, and I'll share with you the 3 things I love about this camera, and the 3 things that kind of stink. So the 3 things I love about this camera, the first thing is that panoramic aspect ratio. I love that wide angle cinematic look. Second thing is the viewfinder. It's big and bright, and it's masked off to give you a really good representation of what shows up on your film. And the third thing I love about this camera is the size. It is tiny. It's super slim, it fits in the palm of your hand, it fits in any pocket. You can take it with you everywhere you go. Okay, the 3 things I'm not crazy about. Number 1, the image quality. This is not the sharpest lens in the shed. This is no XPan for sure. But you can also find the Minolta P's for under $100, or if you're lucky, you can score one for 10 bucks like I did. Number 2, the default mode is flash on. And this is not a huge deal because all you have to do is hold in the flash override or flash off button if you want to take a picture without the flash. The good thing about this one is that button is located on the top, not on the front, so there's less chance of me getting my fat fingers in the way. And the number 3 thing I'm not crazy about is that DX code reader. It's just dumb. Now, having said all that, I really did enjoy shooting this camera, and since I don't see myself spending thousands of dollars on an XPan anytime soon, this Minolta piece is just good enough to scratch that panoramic itch. If you want to see another lower cost alternative to an XPan, click on the video popping up now. Until next time, do some good, have some fun, and shoot some film.